that's not joy anymore. You get your true pleasure from the first 2-3 bites. After that, it levels off. So you're still eating for some other reason.
That's good. I have a comment. Just when you were talking about purging and simplifying, I just heard in church last night, we had a conference, and they replayed Dr. Sam Chan came and spoke, and he said, when you, like, what's the cancer in your life? What's that person that's holding you back from what you're supposed to do? Or you were talking about letting go of a friend, and some other people went. He talked about, like, if you have cancer here, the doctor's going to go 2 more inches in. That's just collateral damage because he doesn't, want your chances, of the cancer spreading. So sometimes if the cancer is a specific person, 2 more people might have to go with that person.
Wow.
So,
And it's difficult. Like this change is hard. Any change is hard. But it's true.
yeah.
It's sad. But
So
it's true.
somebody's going to get hurt, but you have to get rid of that in order for you to move on and do what you're supposed to do.
And ultimately, all you can control is your own behavior. So as desperately as you want someone else to be different, they're not. So a lot of, it's not necessarily baked into these particular exercises, but accepting what is huge. I mean, how many, for example, you're at the office, and what bonds us all as employees is we get together and we bitch about the office. Our boss is a big dumb jerk. Your boss is a big dumb jerk. He is. You can bitch about it every day for the rest of your career, and he is. So, what are you going to do? You can accept it and move on. You can quit. You can do, you have all the choices in the world, but I think we get stuck on, this isn't how it should be. This should be different. That should be different. It's not going to be different. So if you can get to a place where you say, you know what, that sucks, but it is. And from here, I'm going to make different choices for me. I'm going to demand joy.
My question for you is, sometimes when I'm hearing you speak, it sounds like me so much. My goodness. But I guess it's more personal. What was your career? I hear, you didn't like what you were doing, but what was your career? And then did you have to get yourself retrained to do what you're doing now?
My career is in the financial services industry. I work in a large company here in town, within the tallest building. For the last couple of years, I worked in credit card issuing. What's more evil in the universe than credit cards? So I don't carry them, I don't believe them, and now that I've seen the inner workings, oh my goodness, pay them off and cut them up. Evil.
Yes.
Evil. So I have a job I don't believe in an environment that's just brutal, just abusive. And I'm all for, I actually kind of thrive on conflict. So if it's an eat or be eaten kind of environment, I can do that for a reason. But if it's just going to battle just to get through the day with each other, we're supposed to be on the same team, that's just cancerous. It's toxic. So that was my career. I'm in my day job at this point is corporate treasury services. Woohoo! But again, the more I have this spark and the more I work on demanding joy, the more I love it. I have all kinds of ideas and places it's going to go. Eventually it's going to be a book, and eventually I'll be able to leave the bank behind. So,
But you didn't have to retrain. So this is just basically something from within that you were just.
No education is wasted. So even though I didn't enjoy it, I have the business skills, I have the network, I have a lot of things that I can now draw upon to do what I meant to do. I just didn't know it. But at the same time, I'm not a technology person, so blogging, it even sounds silly to me to say I'm a blogger. That just sounds so dorky, and I'm not that guy. And I also never thought I was a writer. So the fact that I have subscribers that anyone gives a flying fig what I have to say is still really? So the technology piece of it,